Okay, we're on Maasrot, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah in Maasrot. We're continuing our discussion of fruits. When do fruits become chayav in maaser? And we said in Mishnah Aleph, just to review, we said perot are yase ochel, kol she'ein tchilato ochel, aval sofo ochel, which are fruits, which start. They don't start as fruit when they start to grow, but when they ripen, they become ochel. Eino chayav ad sheyase ochel. It's not chayav in trumot in Maasrot until it becomes ochel. So we're continuing to discuss when do these different fruits become ochel. Chuvim, carobs, mishi yinakedu, when they have nikudot shcharot, black spots. B'chol shcharim, and all these black plants, also misha yinakedu, when they become spotted. Ha'agasim, pears, va'akrustel, let's read this word carefully, va'akrustomelin, okay, those are, I brought your translation, okay, pears and krustaminian pears. Great. Quinces and medlars. Let's go back and see what quinces and medlars are. Or Purishin ve'uzradin, and the quinces and medlars. Mishi yikarechu. The word kereach means bald. So the Bartanura explains, Peot halalu bikotnam, when these fruits are small, mechusim sa'arot dakot kaminotza, they have this sort of like hairy film on the top. Ukshiatchilu litpashel, when they become ripe, nikrechim me'at me'at, they become more and more bald. The hair, and like when it grows, okay, that's then when the hair falls off, when they become fully ripened. So when they start to become ripe, when they start to become bald, that's when they are becoming fruit and considered ripe. And all of the white fruits, similarly, mishi yikarechu. It's obviously clear that in the times of the Mishnah, they knew exactly what they were referring to when they talked about white fruits and black fruits, that they had this understanding of what we considered a white fruit and what's not. I guess today what we would say, the same thing as citrus fruit. We know what a citrus fruit is, same idea. Hatiltan, fenugreek, mishetitzameach, from the point that it would grow. What does that mean? Says the Bartanura. When mishayagmar nigmar bishulo, when it became ripe, ad she'ima yuzor imoto hayatzomeach, meaning that when you would plant it, it would be able to grow on its own. Because fenugreek, remember we've learned in previous Mishnayot that it's a kind of plant that had seeds. Okay, the fenugreek had seeds. And then they had a certain test that they would know, okay, until it's zizra umatzmiach, until you could plant it and it would grow on its own. Hatvu'a va'azeitim, grain and olives, mishiach nisu shlish. And their measurement is when it's a third ripened, when it's a third ready, that's considered enough for it to be chayav in trumot and maasrot. It's worthwhile to note, the Bartanura first says, Shigadu Shlish, it grew a third, but he says, Inami, a second opinion, Shabala Otzrano the Sochtan, when you come to either harvest them or squeeze them, the grapes, Motzi me'em achshav shlish mimasha motzi kishnitbashlu yafeh. You get at least a third of what you would otherwise produce. So either they grow a third, or when they're able to produce a third of what they would normally produce. It probably seems very close one to the other. We will stop here. As always, if you have comments or questions, email me at arspoter@gmail.com. We'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.